Howdy, howdy. I think I'm live. I like to do like the other YouTubers and say I'll wait until more people come in, but there's not a lot of people that come into my lives yet. So, hey, Mel, hi, Mom. I'm here. I'm sitting in my chair. How do you like my background, Mom? Hi, Bonnie. Well, it shows there's one person here, but now it's showing three people. So, how you all got? How are all of you guys doing? I kind of like look washed out, don't I? Don't you see it? Purple, Mom. Hi, Joyce. I won't give away my secrets. It might be very cheap secrets, but it's a secret. So, yeah. Oh, hi, Joyce. You're beautiful too. Well, actually, all of you guys are beautiful. Well, I was going to come live yet a week ago. Or do we not want to talk about last week? Yeah, I'm glad too that I'm better. I mean, that is very good news, Joyce. I'm very happy to hear that. I think her dad had, well, I'm not sure. There's been quite a week this week. And when my alarm goes off, I'll have to put you guys on. I'm going to hide my picture and I have to go out and turn my oven off because I have chicken, rice, and stuff in the oven. So, yeah. You guys can hear me all right, right? I don't know how long this thing will be good for, but hopefully I still can keep talking when I go out and turn the oven off. Yeah, it's food, Mel. The first time I'm making it, oh yeah. Yeah, I can understand it. Um, Mom, she had some teeth work done. And yeah, she's finding out that pain can keep you from eating. Just a second. Go ahead, drink some more. Yeah, I've never had crowns, but I've had root canals. That was quite a few years ago, and that's never fun. And yeah, so yeah, I'm making this recipe that I wanted to. I understand that. Yeah, I made this recipe that I wanted to make for last, I don't know how long, likely ever since I saw the recipe, which was they're into their 20th episode, so about 3 months ago. I finally got down to making it. I made a smaller batch that they made, but oh, but yeah. So I decided to pop it in the oven. I'll likely just turn it off, and then the can stay warm until I'm finished with the live. So yeah. Last week I'm going to cap it a little bit. I'll have a video coming out with it. Although I found out why I'm not doing videos. Okay, it's an excuse, but my sister, her phone died recently, and she just got a new phone, and she has to do all the new stuff. And so, but the phone she got doesn't have an SD card. Mine does, but I guess they're going away with SD card slots, which I can kind of see why. But I'm glad I have an SD slot. I do have a 128 gig phone, and I do have a 128 gig SD card. But with making videos and stuff and not deleting it, my SD card is full. I found out this morning, and that's where I do my videos to. So I have to go and delete some. Now I have to have the fun deciding which I posted already, which I can delete, which I might just put it on my drive too. Who knows? But anyways, um, yeah. Anyways, last week, let's start at Wednesday night. I was getting ready to go to bed, and I felt that I had pain in my right flank, right side of my back, and I'm like, it's probably just, backache. I mean, I get backache every so often. But when I was getting ready to go to bed, I was like, this does kind of feel a little different. I'm like, oh, great. I'm not going to accept it. It's not going to be that. Well, I went to bed, and I don't even think I took ibuprofen then. I just went to bed and I fell asleep, which is easy for me to do once I go to bed. I fall asleep, and I sometimes try to read, and reading is better for me because if I won't keep paging if I'm reading. But if I'm listening, I usually put the timer on and I bookmark it and put a timer of 15 minutes. Or I wake up and the rest of the book is gone and I haven't heard one word. But I digress. Around 7 o'clock, I wake up. I have a very bad backache. And I took 3 ibuprofen. And I fall back asleep. I sleep for a little while. And then finally around 10, I get back up and I'm in deep pain. Maybe it was around 6. But anyway, around 10, I'm like, I'm in pain again. And I came out here and Dewey was on the computer, which that's fine. I mean, and I'm waiting for him to get off. And I was going to then do my ibuprofen. And I took ibuprofen then. And it just did not touch it. And about 2 o'clock, I'm like, or maybe 1, 2 o'clock, I'm like, I'm not doing live today, or today, a week ago. I'm like, I have too much pain. It's just, I by then I figured I'm passing a kidney stone, but I'm like, I'll just pass it and it'll be all good. But I didn't want to try to be on live and be in pain because I was rocking and I was in pain. Well, about 4, I took a little bit more, ibuprofen. It just would not touch the pain. I'm like, well, I'll pass it and I'll be finished and that'll be it. But then I started shivering. And I've had sepsis before. I understand. And so, yeah, I called Mom and said, I think I need to go in. I need help. So I went in, and some of the stuff that happened, thinking about it, it's just wrong. I mean, they had me take my bottoms off because they needed to do something. And instead of offering me a gown, they did. They just covered me up, which that would be fine until I got up to the room. But they had me go to CT, and so they didn't give me a gown. I go to CT and did that, and I come back and I didn't get a gown until next day. But anyways, it was kind of, yeah, it was kind of embarrassing. But I'm yeah, we got the CT and they came in and I think by then, hi Stephanie, by then they said I did have a UTI, and they came in and the guy came in and said, you have a kidney stone passing too. I said, yes, and it's almost at my bladder. And he's like, yeah. I said, I know it is because I can't feel it. He's like, yeah, it's there. I said, I'm going to pass it. Well, they got me up to the room, and so they were, I had to pee in a hat, and they were straining it. And I went and peed, and usually I can feel when it passes. But this time, got up and looked at it, and I'm like, um, like, anyway, anyways, I looked down and I said, I might have passed it. And she's like, oh, she's straining. She said, oh, yeah, it is a stone. And as soon as I passed that stone, I was pain free. I was good to go. Yes, they wanted to treat the infection, and I could understand that. And they had IV on me, and they said, we'll have you on NPO or nothing by mouth till next day to make sure, you know. But as soon as I passed the stone, it pretty well was known that I can eat. Well, we didn't eat just to be safe, but she kept the stone. I took a picture. And actually, when I go out to get the stuff out of the oven, I'll bring the stone. I brought it home. But anyways, and I was good. And all of a sudden, around about 12 hours later, 13 hours, my back started aching a little bit. And I'm like, that's weird. And it started aching so badly. I was like, I'm not going to tell the nurse because I wanted to go home. And finally, one of the aides came in and said, do you have some pain? I said, I do a little bit. And finally, it started hurting so badly. And I started talking. And I had some people behind me pushing me, which it was good because sometimes I'm like, okay, okay. But I started talking. And I knew the people that I was talking right then, they couldn't do nothing really, which kind of felt bad for them, but it got the nurse to come in. And she's like, what's going on? I said, I am in horrible pain. Oh, that morning I had went done the x-ray and ultrasound, and that, I guess, was clear. I'm not sure. But anyways, she came in and she said, okay, I'm going to give you a morphine shot, and I'm calling your doctor. She came and gave me a morphine shot. By that time, I was not laying in bed. I could not lay in bed. I was sitting on the edge of the bed and just rocking because it was just hurting so badly. And she gave me a morphine shot, and the doctor said, okay, keep her. I'm like, this is a cruel joke if I'm passing another stone. And I didn't know what was going on. But it was hurting, just almost as bad as, before I passed the stone. So anyways, long story short, I didn't pass nothing. They put me on NPO, nothing by mouth, again. And my doctor walked in the next day and said, why are you NPO? And I said, I wish I could drink water that I can flush. And he said, we'll look at the CT. I didn't think about it, but yeah, he wanted another CT done, which was good because it proved there was no stones going. He said it's probably just an infection in the kidneys. And I'm like, okay. And then one of the doctors said it will get better. Well, then I did go home, and I was ready to get home to take ibuprofen because she said because they gave me to Tylenol there at the hospital and it did not touch it before they gave me morphine. And so I went down. I had Laura bring ibuprofen in, and as soon as I got to the car, I took ibuprofen. I'm like, I'm taking it. And that did, and she said that would help better than Tylenol, and it did. I sat in the car a little while and just waited until it kicked in, and then I went and got my stuff and the medicine that I was supposed to take. I went to my pharmacy, and I have an app on my phone that I can see when it's ready and all. And nothing was happening. And I called the pharmacy and they said they don't have nothing. I go, great. So I called the hospital and they hadn't called in. She said, okay, we'll do it right now. And when I left, and even on my directions, it said they'll give me a 10-day supply of antibiotics. Well, I waited. Then they called me, and thank goodness they did, said, you have to go to this other pharmacy, which was just across the street from the one I usually go, that my pharmacy doesn't have it. Okay. And they got it out pretty quickly, but I guess the medicine they put me on was most of the pharmacies have it on back order. So yeah, but I only got it for 5 days. So this morning I took my last dose, but I do see my urologist Friday, and then my another doctor in a couple weeks. I was supposed to see my family doctor, but he's out until July, and then he's going to be booked. So it's like, okay, whatever. But yeah, I'm getting there. Oh, and then Sunday it's still I had pain, but Monday finally I didn't have much pain, which was really good, which I did take ibuprofen because but we had Monday was my sister's birthday, and Dewey had an appointment, so I took him to the appointment. And since he was out and about, I decided to take him out to Mom's. So we went out there for several hours. And so Dewey could see the kids. But Mom, that's the weird thing is, I had um parathyroid disease, and that made me have high calcium. That's where mine was coming from, which I don't think I have. Um, I'm not making more, I don't think. It's just the few that was there because, yeah. But anyways, yeah, poor Mom. She's having problems with it too. And I already wondered if Mom has parathyroid disease, but sometimes they say it's kind of hard to get diagnosed with it because I haven't had a kidney stone for a good 3 years, and I was bound not to have surgery because the last time I had surgery, I had a nightmare. But yeah, so I'd rather, I know this sounds stupid, kind of, I'd rather go through pain and pass it and not not go to surgery. I mean, yeah, that was terrible. Yeah, Mom, you be glad because now I'm on thyroid medicine every day. And but well, I before I had my have my thyroid taken out, they saw something and he wasn't sure if something was brewing or not. And he said, it's up to me if I want him to take it out or not. And I wasn't sure myself for a while, but since he was going in for parathyroid, I said, just go ahead and take it out. Which now the bad thing is I'm on medicine for the rest of my life that I have to take every morning, but I don't have to go and get biopsies every so often. Those things hurt too, and I just rather not do that. But yeah, I have heard that when I'm doing videos, I shouldn't just have it on my face. I should uh, show around, which I may do that a little bit more when I'm making videos instead of just being live. I don't know. But yeah, so last week I haven't really crocheted much until yesterday. Yesterday I did get a couple of rows done, which I started a hat for Jessie for her birthday. I decided to do a kind of like a bucket hat for her. And before talking about the bucket hat, I agree with you, Mom. I would too because it's so wonderful that we have Jesus to go with us and to procedures and stuff. I'm so glad. I mean, I know my family has been through some things and stuff, and everybody has. I mean, I'm nobody special, but if we didn't have Jesus to be with us, to go with us through it, it would be very good. I mean, it would be very hard to go through stuff. But yeah, I started a bucket hat for Jessie for during the summer, and I think it will be cute. Okay, guys, I'll be right back. I have to go and uh turn my oven on. I'll be right back. You still should be able to hear me, but yeah. So anyhow, that's Okay, so here, I just try this out. So yeah, I'm still here. This is there. I could wonder what that. What am I doing? I might kind of wonder that myself too. Yes, you should, Mel. Okay, I'm back. Yeah, that does look good. It smells good too. So, Mom, do you and Laura want to come over for supper, or should I bring supper out? I'm joking. If we were closer, I would like to bring it out. But yeah. So, anyhow, you might like it. It's rice and chicken soup. Well, it's broccoli and rice. I thought about cutting uh some more broccoli up in it, but since I have an appointment tomorrow, I'm like, yes, this has a little bit broccoli in it in the mix, but I don't want to. I don't want to. Oh, if I eat broccoli, I'm usually not really that ladylike. So yeah. And seriously, why do we put ourselves through? I mean, I don't put myself through it, but why do some women put themselves through it? Farting is a bodily function. I mean, yeah. Oh, yes, Chinese sounds delicious, and I would, yeah, I would go for Chinese if I could. And this isn't quite Chinese, but it's gets closer to it. But yeah, yeah, we have a pretty good Chinese restaurant over in Zanesville, but they just don't have quite everything that we had. Bonnie, they just don't have quite the stuff that we used to have over here in our town. But all right, Joyce, you take care, and yep, I'll be on there later. You take care. God bless you. So yeah, uh, yeah, they will not deliver it for us because it's like um 20 miles away. But yeah, last time Laura and I went was a couple of months ago, and that was pretty good. True. Or just go and eat. Well, yeah. Um, man, you guys have me hungry for Chinese now. But yeah, I love like the pickup where I can go and pick up from like Walmart and stuff. But I'm not paying for their monthly fees for them to deliver stuff to me. I mean, I'll I'm good driving there and picking it up, but yeah, I mean that would make more sense to have all right, see you, Mom. That would make sense to have a certain order amount and then but it probably depends also how close you live. Yeah, everybody's different. Yep, so hey Mom. Oh wow. Oh wow. That yeah, I don't blame you not ordering it too many times if it's 6.99. Hey Mom, did you watch that short that I sent you on Facebook Messenger? Don't know if she's here yet or not, but anyways, yeah, I sent her that short that the it was funny, huh? Oh, yeah, yeah, for she's still okay. Yeah, I sent her that short of uh the sleepy kid short. I sent it to your oh crap. Oh crap. This isn't working well. It felt good, but I'll wait until I'm done with my live before I turn the air on. I didn't realize that I had it on because our air conditioner, it's weird. Yeah, it's when you push the buttons, the numbers come on, and you can see it's on. But then after a certain amount of time, it goes blank, and it's annoying. You don't even know if it's on until you go and push the button. And yeah, yeah, Mom, you should look at that. It's cute, I thought. But yeah. So yeah, I have Miriam's birthday was this Monday, and she got a puppy. And then now my Jesse's youngest niece, Jesse's birthday is coming up next month. So and that's going to be hard next month because next month it'll be a year since Tim passed away. And yeah. So anyhow, well, do you guys have any questions for me? I mean, I don't just want to be a blubbering rambler. Yeah, talking about delivery. I know pizza. Usually they don't deliver out here. Now there is one uh, pizza delivery that I think it does because they one time came to our door instead of our neighbors, and we hadn't delivered pizza. I mean, we hadn't ordered pizza, obviously, but so there's one. But usually, no, they don't deliver out to us, and it kind of stinks sometimes because, yeah. Um, and when we lived up when we got married, they would deliver um, almost to our place, but we'd have to go and meet them. And which that was pretty good. I mean, we did that once or twice, but yeah. Well, let's talk about the weather. We didn't have any rain till last Sunday. We didn't have rain for several days, about a week or two. And finally, Sunday we got rain. Monday, I can't remember. No, we didn't get rain because we were out and about. Then Tuesday we got rain, and I think our lawn man decided not to mow this week because I thought he might, but since it didn't rain until, you know, Sunday, he might wait until next Tuesday, which is fine with me because the week before he came out and mowed, and I usually like to go out and pay him for the month, but I had went to bed real late and I was asleep. I didn't even hear him mow, but Dewey, he was awake and he heard it. So, and then this Tuesday, yesterday, I was like, no, Tuesday. I was like, you know what? If he comes today, I'm not going out paying him. I'll pay him next week. And he didn't show up, so yeah. So yeah, I need to get back into crocheting more. And but I know life sometimes throws you curveballs, and yeah, you I was thinking about picking up the phone and showing you something, but I can't do that because I'm on my phone. I do that every time, I think. So, yeah, I was thinking about going live outside again, but I don't know. Today I decided just to do it in here because it's just it's just it probably is nice outside, but if it would start raining, well, I wouldn't melt, really, you know. But yeah, the hummingbirds are doing good. Of course, while I was at the hospital, they still had a little bit juice, I found out, but yeah, I had to fill that again, of course. And so, yeah. Well, I guess I should wrap this up. It's almost 40 minutes, and seriously, I don't have to be on for an hour unless you guys start asking questions or something and we get started on a subject, which I'm thinking of a subject, trying to think of one. Thought about writing stuff down. I really should because I think of stuff sometimes to talk about, and then I come and get online and I can't think of anything to talk about much, which I'd rather not have nothing to talk about than have something to talk about like I did of last week. So I guess, oh, I forgot to get the kidney stone. Oh well, no, which is that? I did hear about Premier is doing a challenge on the the what is that yarn called? Just yarn, the big balls of what you can make with just one ball. But no, I didn't. Unless you're talking, no, that would be Lion Brand. The hats for Hats for hate. Hats not for hate. Stop. Yeah, I want to hear more. Oh, maybe I might do that. Now what? Then we make the item and then what? Oh, okay. I'll look into it. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I have a doozy of a story. Is he mowing today? If he is, that's okay. Well, since Dewey doesn't get out and do much anymore, he didn't notice it until we were out a couple. Um, oh, well, I can do that. I mean, that would be pretty nifty, and I wouldn't mind having some patterns. Anyways, Dewey. Last time well, not last time. One of the times we were out, we wanted to order something from McDonald's or Burger King or something. And we both have an app. So we usually, you know, he's like, my card is expired. Debit card from the bank. Well, we didn't realize it expired. It expired March, I think. And, they send the cards in a unmarked envelope. And I never, well, we didn't know it was coming. So if I saw an envelope with just his name and nothing on it, I probably thought it was junk mail and I threw it away. I don't always throw the mail away, but I looked at some of the stuff and I couldn't find it. So finally he called yesterday. Oh my goodness. They asked him for his social security and stuff. He gave that to him. But I'm the one that pays the bills and stuff, so he really doesn't look at the checking account. And she asked, well, when was the last deposit made? Well, Dwight didn't have no idea, so I went and looked it up, told him, well, I should have wrote it down on paper, gave it to him, and he could have told her, and it would have been fine. I told him, and she heard me tell him, and she's like, we can't, we can't do that because we can't take word from somebody else. Give it. And I know it's for safety. I understand, but I'm like, well, I'll give you my name. I'll give you all my stuff because I am on the account too. But no, they said you'll have to bring your driver's license in to the. And Dewey's like, now wait a minute, I can't get out hardly. And finally, he's like, well, just send a picture of your driver's license to email it in. And he's like, well, we can do that. So I took a picture and I sent it in, of course, under his email. And hopefully they'll send it to him. And they said they would. And I get it. But yeah. And we really Dewey did. Oh, Dewey did. And the manager was like, you have to send me, you have to come in. We can't. It's like, I get it. Just take my name. And, but he did then say that we can email his picture of his license, which doesn't really make sense because, yeah. And so it's been, it's like, I know it's a safety thing, but if doing would be a regular uh person that can, get up and go real good, yeah, no problem. Which I've already had my card when I was trying to get uh money out. I couldn't remember my code, and when you try it 3 times, the machine just slurps it in, which, as annoying as it was, they sent me the card back, or I stopped in and got it. It was annoying, but I know it's security reasons and stuff, but oh, yeah, it was so annoying. I am so glad. I think they've got a thing sent, they're going to send him a replacement, but oh, yeah. Yeah, so, oh, now Mom didn't hear that. She left. Oh, well, I'll tell her sometime because, yeah, I guess Miriam's sister-in-law pretty well had to fight with the phone company for her to keep her same number for her new phone, and she finally got it through. But I tell you, sometimes it's just, and now I feel like I'm just a complainer, and I don't mean to be. I mean, I'm just telling you what's been happening. Oh boy. So, yeah. Anyhow, well, it's going to soon be in an hour. But yeah, I would, yeah, I'm going to check into that because that would be really neat. And the download a pattern. So you can download several patterns and that is so neat. Yeah, actually, Dewey asked for the manager's manager, and he's like, she doesn't take calls. She's in and out of meetings and stuff, and but at least he got it uh figured. They got it figured out. But oh boy. But yeah, yesterday I said something. It wasn't terrible, but I didn't realize they were still on. But I was like, now listen, they could just take my name. I'll give them my social security number, everything, and they can verify. Now, if I wouldn't be on the count, that would be completely a different story. But yeah, I learned a lesson yesterday. Oh, great. Which, yeah. Anyhow, that's enough of that. But yeah. Um, oh, sweet, my earbuds are finished charging. But yeah, I don't know why I didn't. Because usually when I take my headphones off, I turn it off. But sometimes I take it off and hang it when I'm going to be right back. Because my headphones, I need a new one. So I'm going to get one sometime. It doesn't have, I think it's Bluetooth 4 point something. So I can't go as far away. But my earbuds, I can go to the bathroom and hear just fine. I can go to the back room, bedroom, and usually I turn it off when I get to the bedroom. But I don't have no problem with it. And so yeah. Well, 10 more minutes. What could we talk about? You know what? I just noticed something I have the goats up on the computer in front of me, the TV. And there's a person that I guess she's living out of her car right now because she's living through eviction and stuff. And, I have it, hearing that, I do not have too terrible time. I mean, I am thankful I have a home. Might not be the best home, but I do have a roof above my head. And she just said about it. She made a new friend, a chickmuck friend, and she couldn't call him Theodore because she has a uh, full milk teeth, so she couldn't just, that's pretty funny. It may say that, but anyhow, oh, Fergie and what's the other name? Finley. They're going to go back into the barn, I think. I'm glad they get to go. I am glad that I can watch the goats. I mean, I sure couldn't do much with goats right now, with much any animal, but I can at least watch them. And the best thing is I don't have to smell the stinkiness. I'm not saying they're really that terrible stinky, except the bucks when they're in rutting season. Oh my goodness, they are stinky then. But of course, when you're living with them, you still smell it. I mean, it can be so rank, you still you can't not void it. But yeah. But yeah, I love when people put voices on the chat on how the goats talk. Eh, I know Mom did that one time when one of our goats had kids, and she had me laughing. I mean, Mom is good putting words to animals too, what they might be thinking and stuff. And yeah. So anyhow, it's almost an hour. I guess I'm gonna keep going until an hour. But yeah, um, I am glad that I can't believe it's June already. Half of June is gone already. That's just mind blowing. But once I get this blanket done, I want to make a outfit. I think I'll make an outfit for my niece, or maybe both nieces, and I'll make it for Christmas. And I need to get outline of one of Jesse's shirts at least, that because sometimes it's just a little hard to make something if you don't have them around with you to um try the things on and stuff. But yeah, and then also I want to start a baby blanket sometime after I'm done with the other blanket. So I have some uh, great ideas I want to do. 'Cause, So, yep, it's almost an hour. 3.5 minutes. So, anyhow, I am very glad we have a God that we can call out for help. And I tell you, when I was in pain, I was praying. Um, and when I passed the kidney stone, I was like, yes, thank you, Jesus. Because, but little did I know I was going to be in more pain later. So I guess infection in the kidney is no joke. I have heard of people being in pain that has kidney infection, but I never experienced it until now, and I hope I never do again. So, yeah. Well, oh man, I am not really terrible tired, but I am getting a slight headache. Oh, oh, talking about that. I was in the ER, and they would try to check my oxygen on my finger. It would be like 88, 89. And then I told them where the one guy that lost his arms, they would have to put it on his earlobe because he didn't have no fingers. Well, then they started putting it on my earlobe, and it would be go up, which it didn't really make sense to me. I'm like, my fingers, it should be, but I asked the nurse, and she said, well, if your fingers are cold, yes, it can make a difference. But I'm like, but my fingers aren't cold. Well, anyway, I'm like, all right, whatever. But then the RT, respiratory therapist, comes in. He's like, he checked my oxygen, and he's like, it was like 88, 89. He's like, I don't like this. And I said, well, they have been putting it on my earlobe. And he said, yeah, but your earlobe isn't made for the pulse ox isn't made for your ear. And he's saying, your hands aren't really that cold. He said, I'm putting you on oxygen. So he put me on 2 liters, and I was on it the rest of that night and during the night. But then next morning, when I went to, I think I went, well, when I went for CT, they took it off. And, uh-oh, well, I guess it means see ya. Am I still here or am I spinning? Well, am I still spinning? Oh, sweet. Well, sorry about that. I happened to hit something. So I'm gonna go. It's after hour now. So well, thanks for being here, guys. If you come in to watch later, thank you for watching. Give me a thumbs up, thumbs down. I don't care. All right, bye.